Hey everyone, all right, so how to get a good deal on a snowboard. So I've been riding, like my video said, I started in the 80s and snowboarded through the 90s. Then I got a real job and had to grow up and stop snowboarding for years. And now I've got a real job and now I make money so I can buy multiple snowboards. Yeah. That being said, I still don't like spending a lot of money on a snowboard because I like trying different boards and testing them out and stuff like that. So to give you a scale of my boards, I have 3 right now. Name Dropper 2016, Signal Park 2016, and then I have, hold on, let me get it, 2017 Arbor Draft. That's the one I'm currently riding. So how do you get a deal on a snowboard? So this Name Dropper, right? The graphics were horrible. Some people liked them. I didn't mind them, you know. 3 guys saying, ooh, blah, blah, blah. And I think they were bad because the next year they ended up changing them. Now they don't even have the Name Dropper. That being said, I bought that board and it came out in 2016 and I bought it in the spring of 2017. So just at the end of the season. And it was originally $399. I got it for $299, so I got $100 off. So you can wait to the end of the season of the year that that board was built in, or 2 seasons past, depending on it. And you can find them new. And they get rid of them because they have so many. Now the Arbor Draft, on the other hand, that I have, that is hard to find. I had to search for it because Arbor doesn't make as many snowboards as I thought. I didn't even know they existed. I didn't even know the flex on them or anything like that. I was so mainstream Burton, you know, ride that. Now, Signal Park, right? Signal Park has a subscription thing that I think is ridiculous because it's just like the cell phone. And I get what they're trying to do, and that's their deal. My opinion on it is if you sign up for their $35 a month, right, they're charging you who knows what. I mean, when I did the math on my cell phone, they wanted $836 if I would have paid the $20 monthly payment plan, or I could just buy the thing for $500 outright, right? So you have to do the math with that Signal Park subscription. I wanted the snowboard for cheaper. I did not want to pay the $399 because I didn't know if the thing would fall apart. So what I did was I watched it on eBay. Now I love this board. Don't get me wrong. This board has torsion. This board flexes like, really can't see that in the video, but it flexes really good. It has a nice big spoon on it. It's not flat cut off like my Arbor. That being said, I went on eBay, right? And with eBay, I don't know if you can tell, I mean, I don't know if they'll take returns on it. But what I found was 6 people were watching this board. It was out of some ski resort in Utah. And does it have dings? Yes. It's scraped. You can see the scrapes in the PTEX, right? As far as top coat's kind of scraped up, right? But if you're a true snowboarder, I mean, if you're worried about the way a snowboard looks, I mean, as long as your metal rail is fine and your bottom can be waxed, to me, the rest of it's just all cosmetic. And if you're worried about that kind of stuff, I don't know, maybe skiing's better for you then. Because my wife, she wants to keep her boards all nice and neat and pretty and all that. I take my kids snowboarding and they always ding my boards. See this chunk? Yeah, that is a chunk out of my Name Dropper for my son, right? But it's life. I love my son, so plus, you're gonna do rails and stuff, you're gonna ding boards pretty bad. Anyway, so 6 people were watching this on eBay, and when I saw that 6 people were buying it and it had a buy it now price of $195, I'm like, done. Free shipping, came protected and all bubble wrap. Yeah, so Name Dropper I got for $100 off, and the Signal Park I got on eBay for $195. 6 people were watching it. I'm like, what are all you people waiting for? you know, someone else to buy it, so I was the one. If you ever see a lot of people watching something and there's a buy it now price, but you know, so I knew the Signal Park was $399 new, and I saw 6 people watching a board that was $195, which is 50% off. You know, the first thought that's going to go through your mind is, what's wrong with it? Well, throw that out. If they have a return policy, you could always return it. If not, what's $195? I mean, if you can't afford $195, then you might want to question whether or not right now is a good time for you to be snowboarding, right? So between my 3 boards, I'm into almost $1,000. That's still not that much money in the years that I've been snowboarding. So can you get one on eBay for cheap? Yes, you can. Do you have to know the numbers? Yes, know your numbers. Know how much a Signal Park or a Burton Name Dropper or a Burton Custom, know how much they are brand new. Then look for past year's models, look who's selling it. Mine was a ski resort selling it. So I was happy that they were selling it because they must have took it in on trade or whatnot. And you know, the 6 people were sitting around waiting for it to get cheaper. Well, $195 was 50% off. I was happy to get it. So there's always a way to get a deal. I visit I'm fortunate to be close to the house snowboard shop, and they have discount deals all the time. They have an outlet shop, and I'll take a video camera in there sometime and show you what kind of deals. If you're starting in snowboarding, you don't have to buy a name brand board. You could always go rent, but you can also go pick up super cheap. They've got like $100 snowboards. Granted, are they disposable snowboards? In a year you should move on? Yeah. It's a good starter snowboard to go in, but you can pick up a board for $100. You know, it's some off-name brand, you know, and it might ride like crap the first year, but when you're first learning, it doesn't matter. You know, and then pick up some bindings and some boots in their outlet store or online and start riding. That's the first thing, is start riding, then get your season pass, and then you go all the time, right? Especially if you live close to a ski resort, that's awesome. But as far as getting a deal on a snowboard, yeah, all 3 of mine, the Arbor Draft I had to pay full price for. And there's nothing I can do about that because the ones I saw on eBay were older models for almost the same price as a brand new. So they were like the 2015, 2014 Arbor Drafts, and they're also a 154, and I wanted to try a 151 to see how it would ride. And so, yeah, I found those on eBay, and they were almost the same cost. I mean, when we were talking $75, that's like $75 to get a brand new one versus an older one. So I ended up buying mine through a website that I was surprised because they offered free shipping, and I'll put a link down for the Arbor Draft. I'll put a link down for eBay where I found this and where ones are available. So just keep your mind open. If something seems too good to be true, it may be, and it may not be. It all depends. Like this Signal I'm very happy with. I paid half price for it. I didn't get into the subscription. I didn't have to do it. You can see how this thing shakes so much. There's so much flex to it. You know, the Name Dropper, they're going to discontinue things in the spring. So you basically are buying a snowboard in spring or summer that was last year's model. That's a cheap way to get the good board that has good flex or whatever you're looking for after that time. So that's my advice to you is I've been very fortunate in the deals that I have found. Very happy with this Signal, very happy with my Arbor Draft. My Name Dropper I'm still keeping because I still like it. So I want to go through and do reviews on all 3 of them and see what happens with the flex, and you know, do they lose or pop, whatnot. I'm also going to buy, so the step-ins came out, right, the step-on, and they're not discounted. You're still paying $600 for the boot and binding. I noticed that people aren't using them in the half pipe in the Olympics. So the technology is still, and they had a recall on them. I believe they're improving it though. I believe it is the future of snowboarding. And so depending on when people start selling them, I mean, I'll buy the boots new, maybe I'll buy the bindings aftermarket. Like I said, you can always find a deal if you look for it and you have patience. If you don't have patience and you have to have it now, you might as well pay full price and whatnot. And it's funny because people will buy snowboards in the fall, and then that same snowboard drops by $100 or $200 come March, and if they would have just waited and ride whatever board they have. Granted, I have the feature of riding multiple boards now, so it's a lot easier for me. That being said, you know, it's your call, but yeah, you can find them on eBay. Know your product. Know exactly what size you want. Know how much it costs brand new. Know, you know, look at whether they have a return policy. If it's coming from a ski resort or someone, how well they took pictures of it. Whether they're, I mean, they should disclose chips in the board. They said in this one that there would be chips in it. I didn't care. I was getting it for 50% off, you know. I mean, and my kids catch their edges on mine, and yeah, so I get chips on my board anyways, and we'll end up selling these things on eBay probably someday, yeah, you know, or keep them. I like having a collection, either or. That being said, that's my video on how to get a deal on a snowboard. I don't know, I might go to a snowboard shop and you know, walk through and show you what kind of deals, because it is February and we'll be seeing stuff on sale, because I might buy something. That's why I don't want to go. All right, if you've got any questions or comments, subscribe to our channel. We'll keep on updating you on reviews on jib boards and kids boards, because I have kids and whatnot, and us out riding. So till next time, thanks.